All right, guys, we made it back to camp here at the KOA at St. Augustine, and what I'm getting ready to do is actually make a smoked queso dip. This is the first time that I have ever attempted to make this before. All I did was I saw other posts online on some Facebook pages where other people have been making smoked queso dip. So I did not look up the ingredients. All I did was I snapped a couple of pictures from other people's posts and just kind of took a snapshot of what I saw in their ingredients, and that's what I'm doing. I don't even know how much I'm supposed to put in each one. I don't think it really matters. You just kind of throw what you want in there. The main thing is that you're just making a queso dip, but you're going to be smoking it. I'm going to be smoking it on the pit barrel. The ones that I saw, people were using, you know, a regular charcoal grill or a big green egg or something like that. People even use their, you know, regular gas grills there. I'm going to be using the pit barrel right here. So I'm getting the charcoal nice and hot. Okay, looks like it's getting burned in, and I'm going to start cutting up and prepping all of my ingredients right here. Now I am going to be using the gas grill right here. We got the charbroil. This is the Camps, and I've got this nice and hot, and what I'm planning on doing is putting my Dutch oven right here, and I'm going to use that to brown the meat. So let me show you my setup right here. We've got our Dutch oven. This is what we're going to use in the pit barrel to do all of our cooking right there. But we'll use it first and we'll get our meat. I asked everybody in my group what they would like to use as a protein, and they all voted ground beef, so that's what we're going with. You can certainly use ground sausage, works good, or even maybe chorizo sausage cut up real fine. But we're going to be using beef. We're also going to be using rotel. I don't know if I need 1 or 2 cans. So this is the chunky original rotel. We got an onion we're going to put in there. We're going to have garlic, minced garlic, that we're going to put in there. Some cut up pepper jack cheese. Abby asked if I would put the Fiesta blend in there, and I also got some of this Colby Monterey Jack. I may put a few of those in there. Not all of this, but we're just going to use some of that because we're also using the Velveeta, which is sort of the base of the cheese there. So I bought the original and the Queso Blanca Velveeta there. So I'm just going to be using some of this in there, and I'm just going to kind of figure out how much I need of each one and put it in the Dutch oven. And then once I get all that in there, I'm going to set it into the pit barrel on the rack right here, and we're going to smoke it because it is a smoked queso dip. So if you look down here in my coal basket, we have 2 pieces of this is hickory, so we got 2 pieces. That's how I always lay mine in there. It works really good, burns in for a long time. So once we get the coals hot here, I will dump these in there, lower those in the pit barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started browning the meat and getting everything cut up and ready to go. I got some of this really good pecan smoked bacon right here that we've been using for breakfast. I thought I would just cut up a couple pieces and throw down in this pan, get a little bit of fat going in there before we put the ground beef in. Coals are looking good. It's just about there, so I'm going to go ahead and dump them. Like that. Got one right there. All right, then we take our special tool right here, this guy. Now we gotta get this off out of the way. Got that there. Pick this guy up just like this. And we're going to lower them down in the pit barrel. Just like that. All right. Now, go ahead and put our rack back on it. And we're going to close her up. Bacon's just about cooked. We'll go ahead and start putting our meat in there now. I'm going to start browning the meat. Once we get it browned, I'll take it off and we'll put everything else in the pan there. All right, we got the ground beef just about browned. I've been kind of chopping it up a little, mixing it up, just about there. We're just about there. I seasoned it very lightly with a little bit of salt and pepper just to taste. I just got my blend right here, salt and pepper. So I just put a little bit of that in the ground beef. That is about ready to start getting mixed in with all the goodies here. So I took a half a block of Velveeta of each type that I showed you. I'm also going to put in a few of these chunks and then some of this Fiesta blend. We got the pepper jack cut up. I've got a chopped up onion right there, half an onion. And I'm going to start with 1 can of Rotel. If it doesn't look like enough, I got another can there that I can add to it. All right, so we are just about ready. The pit barrel is ready to go. You can see the smoke coming out of it. Oh yeah, it is looking good. So before I waste too much more smoke, I'm ready to get the Dutch oven filled, put all the ingredients in here, and then we're going to set it on the pit barrel. All right guys, we're just going to wing it here. Like I said, I don't have an exact amount, but we're just going to go for it. Okay, so there's the onions. Here's our pepper jack. In. Let's see. All right, so we got our Velveeta, both pieces of Velveeta right there. I'm gonna have to set the camera down in a minute so I can finish it out, but here's our Rotel. Let's just dump those in there right there. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of this stuff right here and the minced garlic, and I'll bring it back. Here we go. That is everything that I've got to put into it. By the way, I was going to mention that the original recipe I saw did have chopped up jalapeno in there, but the family requested that I didn't put the jalapeno. They think it was going to be a little too hot, so we just went without the jalapeno. The Rotel has green peppers, and the pepper jack cheese has jalapenos in there also. So we're just gonna, ours is just gonna be without jalapeno, okay? All right, our smoker is ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off here. You see it's going nice. We're gonna take our Dutch oven and we are just gonna set it on there just like so. Right in the middle. We're gonna leave the lid off. It actually, this lid will not go on there with the lid on, but we want the smoke to get down in there. So we're gonna be cooking it just like this. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our lid back on and we're gonna let her start smoking. I'm gonna give you guys a peek at this. We've been smoking for 30 minutes now. Let's see where we're at. That's what it's looking like. I actually think I want to go ahead and start mixing it up now. Looks like we're getting a little bit of juice floating to the top. Might dip some of that off. Some of that's probably going to be the fat from the ground beef there. But I tell you what, it smells so good out here. I'm not lying when I'm telling you this. Everybody that walks down this road, this is the little path that all the campers use to get by. Everybody that walks by, because a lot of people like walking this path right here, when they get right here they start smelling the pit barrel because it's blowing that way. Everybody is talking to me and saying something about, oh my god, that smells so good right now. So it's always one of my favorite things to do when we're at the campground, whenever I'm using the grill or the pit barrel or whatever, and it's blowing over on everybody else's sites and they're smelling it and they're looking at me and they're giving me the thumbs up. It's just, that's part of one of the things that I like being out here at the campgrounds. It's always so much fun. I'm going to try to give you guys a shot of this. I'm going to use my little paddle right here, and we're going to go ahead and give this guy a mix. All right, Let me switch hands. Let's see what it's looking like. Because I don't know if I need to maybe add the other can of Rotel or more cheese. We're just gonna look at it. I don't think there's no wrongs here. We are just simply adding all these ingredients together to make a nice dip. So that's looking pretty good right there. Actually, I think I probably got more beef than I need in there. I'll probably add a little bit more cheese, use up some of that cheese. I bought it just for this, and I put all the extra in the fridge. So there we go. There we go. I'll probably add a little bit more cheese and get a little bit more consistency of the cheese in there. And we'll just let it keep smoking. I brought out the other 2 pieces of the Velveeta cheese. I'm just going to throw those into the pot. That's all I bought it for, was this. I just didn't want to overpower it too much, so we're just going to go ahead and what is that? Oh, that's the cheese. Okay, 2 of the blocks of Velveeta going in there. All right, let's check our dip after we added the extra Velveeta. Look at that. Look how good that looks, man. Looking really good. All right, so let's take our little mixer here. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Sorry, I'm not looking through the camera as I'm doing this, so I gotta position it as accordingly. Again, everybody goes by smelling it, talking about how good it is, how good it smells anyway. All right, good and mixed up there. We're just gonna let her keep on cooking, keep on smoking. We're just about out of the smoke wood that I put in there, but the charcoal still does a good job. If I need to, I'll just add a few chips down in there just to add a little bit more smokiness to it as we continue to cook there. I'm gonna get my hose and start rinsing that off now. There we go. It is doing great. All right, here's a little update. We're still doing a little smoke in there. I've added a couple little chips along the way. Doing really good, smelling good. Yep, gotta mix it. I'll tell you what, it's looking good. It's looking pretty consistent. I have not tried it yet. I don't know if it's going to need anything or what. Guys, our queso dip is pretty much done. There's not really a time that you really need to cook this. I would say just cook it down until everything is nice and melted together. And I've been continually stirring it up because it does stick in the bottom of the Dutch oven there just a little bit, but it's about ready to go. So this is pretty much done. I'm just continuing to stir it and just keep it hot. And I have tasted it off the little spatula right here. It tastes great. We're just planning on using some Tostito scoops, scoop it up and eat it that way. Maybe even put a little bit on the tacos. So Steve and Lori, which are right over there, and that big fifth wheel right there, they're actually making tacos. That's one of their little specialties, is Steve has this really good taco recipe that he does, and so that's the plan. We're going to be eating tacos tonight. We're having the queso dip to go with it, just as like an appetizer aside. And you know, we'll have a little extra there. We're going to put whatever's left in a container, put it in the fridge. We'll be able to warm it up, eat it, you know, for the next couple of days and enjoy it. But it turned out great. I will give you one more shot after this and showing you what everybody in the group thinks of the queso dip and how it turned out, maybe what they think what should be added to it or whatever. And so yeah, I'll bring you back and show you what everybody thinks about it. The queso dip has been smoking and cooking for 2 hours now, and it's done. I mean, it's been done for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. We're gonna go ahead and remove it from the pit barrel. All right, just gonna set it on my cutting board there, and we are gonna put my lid on it just like that. But Abby tried one.
It's so good.
Is it good?
Yes, it's heavenly and smoky.
Good.
It's great.
I dipped up a few right there just to try them. There's my timer going right there telling me I've been on there 2 hours. So it's good stuff.
Really good stuff.
So we will we'll kind of evaluate it in a little while and kind of figure out maybe what I need to add to it, reduce from it, or whatever, you know. But so far I tried one too and I thought it was delicious. So we're ready to go, and Abby's mom and dad is going to be making tacos in a bit, so we're going to have some tacos and queso dip.
Yay.
Yay.
Tacos and queso.
One of the things we love about camping, taco night. All right, so this is going to be the actually the secondary taste test, because they already tasted it once and they said it was pretty darn good.
Well, it's definitely hot.
It's really hot.
It's like, how long is it
Hot off the grill, not spicy
no,
hot.
No, right off. I mean, that smoker just,
It's
I bet
so
this
good.
thing is nuclear.
Oh yeah, I can still see steam coming off
It's
of it.
forming a
crust.
a crust as you dig down in. It's like molten lava.
It's really cheesy and has a really good smoke flavor. It's so good.
Smoky flavored, good.
Oh,
Smoky flavor.
Not
it's
too
good.
smoked.
No, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Go back in.
I would. That's amazing. That's restaurant quality.
Really?
To me, I think, and
I-
more smoke, which you
Yeah,
don't
you don't
get
usually
with-
get. Yeah.
You don't get that.
Right.
That is.
Yep.
That is really good.
Okay, good.
Well done.
Good.
Well done.
Well, I think we did a good job then. On our very first try, we just winged it. I took that off of a picture. I didn't even see a recipe. I just took a picture of it and I said, I'm going to duplicate that. And that's all I did. Duplicated
nailed
it.
it.
So
You nailed it.
we just got
Excellent.
a fun little dip to try. And they are fixing tacos. They use their little convection oven here to, well, there's some of the ones they still got to bake right there.
And I'm getting ready to pull these out right now.
All right, well, we'll get a shot of the tacos to go with the queso
All right.
dip.
Here they come
Please
out
don't
of
show how much of this I'm about to eat.
the little easy bake oven.
Very easy that way. Better than heating up the whole camper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at those. Look how good they look. This is his special beef recipe too, with the ground beef, and they are very good. Delicious tacos. So we got our fixings here to go with it, and we are going to chow down and have dinner. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We will see you later.